Yeah, I would say the greatest achievement that I've had was, and put it, not just one book, one story, one article. I would say this 22-year run that I had writing this radio spot series. It was, we'd cover a lot of humanitarian needs globally. We would get people to volunteer, whether it would to go on a summer outreach to some place, or look at using their skills in medicine or whatever, get them to volunteer for something. So I linked listeners on the radio with particular needs that existed, and a lot of the organizations that were our sponsors at the time, they were very thankful for what we were doing. So I felt like that span was full-time for 5 years, and then kind of a 17-year run of being, just part-time. But I felt like that was some of the most important, work that I would ever do. I take an interest in other people, and, I think that's where there's a natural curiosity or interest in others and wanting to help. So I see myself as someone who's there, hey, let me help you, whether it's express yourself or grow your business, or I'm here to help you in some form or fashion. And so to me, it's like I really want to go in and, I want to see someone else be successful. And so I see how I can help them shape their ideas and, put those together. Yeah, I think that it is being resilient and, not letting discouragement kind of knock you down. And it's, I'm, looked at it where, we all get discouraged, at different times. And I think it's knowing your own strengths and what is it that makes, I look at it and I'll say, okay, what makes me unique? This is Los Angeles, there are thousands of any profession, there are thousands of people in that. So there are lots of copywriters here, lots of good people with some great ad agencies, terrific journalists, great screenwriters, novelists, whatever it might be. So where do I fit? And I think it's understanding my own strengths, my own background, and saying, okay, this is what makes me unique, and so this is why I'm relevant or important. And I think it's having to understand that to be able to say, okay, now I'm going to, I don't have to just give up on something. In other words, this is what I bring to the table. Really knowing that, so that I can position myself as as a good resource for someone. Yeah, I would just go back to again, the radio spot series that I did. We worked with one organization that worked a lot in the Philippines, and they worked a lot with street kids, and so they would want people with different skill backgrounds or to come volunteer or to help out. And so the radio spots that we would put out there, again, they would bring in, whether it's people with carpentry skills or people with a heart to help orphans, or people with a medical background. And again, they were always very thankful for what we did. So that was more in a kind of a radio spot, versus maybe written article. But that encompassed a lot of my background. It allowed me to, number one, write, put ideas out there, and then also to narrate in voice, and then to interview. So I felt like it was kind of a holistic approach to what makes me as a communicator.
Thank you for watching A Wise Way. Subscribe to stay updated, share to pass the knowledge, or view our other videos on the left.